What we're looking at here is the Rockwood Mini Lite 2509S. Here's confirmation of the last four of the VIN, 8963. Up front, you're going to have your power tongue jack. This button down below is for the light. This is the extend and retract button. You're going to have your LP tank cover with your 30-pound tanks. Battery box. And then down here, just below the battery cover and the tanks, this knob is your battery disconnect. So if you're not using your camper for quite some time and you want to make sure the batteries aren't being drained, you'll flip that over and it'll disconnect the camper from the batteries. Here you've got your power jacks. The button to move them up and down on the front and the back is on the other side. I'll show you that here in a second. Here again is your VIN number as well as the dry weight number. Here's all the specs for the tires and the weight and production date. There you got your starter kit, your slide override cranks, so if you lose power you can crank your slide out in. You'll have your freshwater drain right here. Some storage in the slide out. This black bag holds your power cord. Just behind the slide, you've got your city water connection and your antifreeze inlet. Then you'll have your cable and your satellite connections. This valve is for your black tank flush to help clean the black tank out after using it. Then you'll have your outdoor shower with your hot and cold. There's your black and gray tank pull valves. Power connection. Up top there is the Furrion high-speed backup camera prep spot. So if you get the camera, you can get that installed, and then you'll have your monitor in the vehicle with you. This is the 2-inch receiver hitch. It is good for a maximum capacity of 300 pounds, but is not for towing. To the left of the outside kitchen, you're going to have another shower port. It's actually a spray nozzle that they give you here. That'll connect on right there, and you have hot and cold. 2-burner stove top. And an ever-chill outside fridge. Just next to that, there's this black bar here. You can mount your griddle to that or your table that comes with the camper. This button is for your jacks. You can extend them, retract them, cable inlet, and then 2 standard GFCI outlets. TV mount there. Just above are 2 speakers, and then this black box here is for the microwave vent. Gas electric water heater, and then this is your furnace exhaust, so make sure you're not putting anything in front of that. It can get pretty hot. This is the other front jack, extend and retract, and then another storage door. This here is for your solar. If you want to plug a external solar panel, like a tripod solar panel, you can plug into this. It'll directly feed right to your batteries and trickle charge them. There should be your standard solar panel on the roof though already. That would just be an extra one. 2509S. Do a little look around here, and then I'll explain some things. First thing we'll take a look at in the bottom left corner here, this is going to be for your inverter. Right now the green light shows that the inverter is on. Press that. Once that goes down, you see that it is off. The inverter is now not going to be going. If you're going to turn that inverter on, just know that it's going to help trickle charge your or basically it's going to go to your fridge, not a trickle charge from your battery. You're strictly going to be using that inverter. If you have any questions specifically on that, call our service department. They can walk you through that. I'm going to go over the solar panel control here in just a minute. To the right of that, you'll have lights above the Murphy bed, 2 USB outlets, and then inverter circuits. This here will bring your footstool out. For the Murphy bed, you'll pull that up and out, lays flat. There's 2 pins, you'll pull on each side, the bed will come down. When you want to put the bed back up, there's a little knob here on the corner. You'll have to pull that out towards you, and then it'll release the bed. Otherwise, it keeps the bed in a locked position. I'd bring the Murphy bed down, but with the camera, it gets a little difficult. There are some good videos on YouTube that'll show that Murphy bed if you're struggling. Here's your max air fan. There's 3 speeds, and then your on and off button. Remember to crank this open, that way the lid's open, and the airflow will be pulled out of the camper. We'll go down here to the control panels. You're going to have your solar controller, your radio, and your full control of the RV, whether it's your tanks or your slide outs, your awning. We'll start with that. This up here, you can download that app. You'll scan this QR code. You've got your awnings, your slide outs, and your lights. You can control that all with your phone. So if you're by yourself and you've got trees next to your slide out, you can actually go outside the camper and get the slide out or the awning. This right here is for the Wi-Fi rangefinder. You'll scan that and then use this password to synchronize that with your smart device for Wi-Fi extension. Just below that, this is all your gauges. You'll press this, for example, battery, showing that the battery is full. Fresh, black, and gray tank, those are all empty. This is for that Wi-Fi extender, on and off. Water pump, water heater gas, water heater electric, and then the tank heating pads that are on the underneath part of your water tank. So if you're traveling with cold weather, you want to turn that on to keep your water from freezing up in the lines. Slide out and awning, and these are all 4 are lights. Interior, porch, awning, and step lights. Going over to the radio, very simple to use, just like a radio in your vehicle or at home. There's different zones. You'll have your interior zones, and there's a zone 3, I believe, goes to the exterior. BT stands for Bluetooth, so you can synchronize the radio to your phone, and then you can play whatever music you'd like. You can preset all your radio settings. Fast forward. This DVD slot, I believe, is for DVD. Don't quote me on that. It always changes, but I'm pretty sure it's for DVD. But otherwise, you can put a CD in there. The HDMI cable should be synced to behind this and runs up into the TV, from what I remember. You got your HDMI, your regular USB charging port, and then your auxiliary cord. Down below here, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. There's a really good video link to YouTube on how this works. I can send you that link if you want. Just give me a call or have me email you. And basically what it does is it sets up your batteries, what type of battery you're using, and how much they're going to pull for the actual solar panel on the roof. A lot of people have questions, well, what is this USB port? Nothing really. If you want to plug your phone in there to power your phone, that's what that's for. Other than that, there's 4 buttons. Each one of them, you click them multiple times to get to certain settings. That video does a really good job of showing that. Other than that, you can feel free to call our service department. They'll walk you through that. These black ports are for heat. All of the white ports up top will be for your AC. That table drops down. These cushions pull off, and you can make this into a bed or a sleeping location. Here you have your internal water filter. This is what's used to open that water filter canister. Those can be pretty tight from what I've heard, so you'll have to crank on that pretty good to get it open. Drying rack bar that'll go in the bathroom. They do give you a Forest River spatula, it looks like, for your outside griddle. This is all for your battery and your gas connections exterior. And then you also have your cables if you want to use that for your TV out front. Going to the kitchen, you'll have your stainless steel dual basin sink. Pop-up outlet here. 2 regular GFCI outlets and 2 USBs. When you want to bring it down, push that in, but hold it. It'll drop quick, and I've pinched my fingers before, so you got to be careful with that. There's your TV. All your cable connections are behind that. Regular Magic Chef microwave, just like one you'd use at home. 3-burner stovetop. You'll lift that up, crank that there. You'll set the temperature you'd like or which burner you're going to use. Same for your oven. You'll turn this to the temperature you want. You'll crank this until you see the pilot light lit. And that'll be down below. If you've got any questions on how that's lit or if it's not running correctly, just let us know. We'll walk you through it. Your fridge looks like it is the GE 12-volt fridge. A lot of depth in these because there's no gas components in the backside, so it's a bigger fridge. Very simple. Cold, cool, off, and then all the way is coldest. And there's your bunks. This bottom one does flip up, and you can lock it into place. USB and regular outlets there. And then there's USB ports up top there. This is for your AC and your heat. This is a very simple setup. You can set the temperature you'd like by using this gauge here. Right now it's in the off position. If you flip it all the way over, it's cool. Just above my head is the AC. You've got the fan, off, and heat. Most of the time everybody just keeps this in auto, not necessarily something you need to move to fan or on. There's high, low, low, high, whether it's a fan or just regular AC. Below my feet here is your carbon monoxide detector. If that starts beeping, obviously you want to get something checked out or it needs replaced. Bathroom here. You have another Max Air fan just like over the Murphy bed. This gets a lot of questions. This is, oh, what is it called? Forget the name of it, but what it does, there's a knob here that you'll move. Once it's in the position that's locked in, you'll turn your water. Long story short, this is for if you're off the grid camping. If you're not off the grid camping, then you're not going to worry about this part of the video. But what it is, when the water turns hot, this will actually turn gray. When it's gray, it's letting you know that the water is warm. From there on, you'll switch the knob up top, and that'll let the hot water come out. And you'll want to move this over as well. It's there just to let you know that the water's hot, so while you're using your water, it's not just flushing down into your gray tank and being wasted while it's cold, waiting to get warm. Once it's warm, then you'll be able to use it from there without wasting any water and conserving it. You'll have roller shades. Pull them down to lock them, give them another yank, and they'll slide up and stay hidden. Other than that, that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any questions or anything, just give us a call, talk to our service department, or email me, and I can help you out.